In this video, we're not going through any hacks, we're not going through any quick fixes, but I'm going through my method on how I've been able to get my channel to grow consistently over time and get to the point where I'm getting 600, 700, 800, even 1,000 subscribers a day. Let's get into it. All right, before we get into my step-by-step method, I just want to let you know that I put together a free guide on how to grow your YouTube channel, and I'll put a link down below in the description to where you can download my 11-step guide that's going to help you with your channel. As you can tell, I really like systems. Systems work and systems make sense for me, which is part of why I created this system around how to get more subscribers on your channel. If you want to use your videos to share your message, educate, or entertain, then you've come to the right place. My goal is to help creators like you find success through video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss one of these videos. All right, in this video, we're gonna go through a step-by-step method that I use every time that I upload a video. And this allows me to get videos to rank in the search results. Now, what happens on YouTube is there's different ways that you can get found by your videos. You can either be found through suggested, which ideally that's what you want to have happen, but that's not easy. The other way is through search. And if you can get your videos to rank high up in the search results, then every time someone goes into their computer and types into the search bar, what happens is your videos are popping up, and so you're getting a lot of organic traffic through the actual YouTube search engine. So I've been wanting to put together this video for a little while because when I was doing my YouTube retreat with Levi, one of the topics that we kind of talked about as a group was what you should even title your video so that you're positioning yourself in the right way so that your video actually ranks in search so that people can discover you. And once those people discover you, then they will hit that subscribe button if your video is good. Now, none of this works unless you have a solid video. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, well, how do you define a good video? Because there's so many different ways you can define it. Basically, a good video is a piece of content that is created for your target audience and keeps your viewers engaged and watching through the duration of the video. And from there, it's completely open-ended. Basically, you just want to know who your target audience is, and the videos that you're creating for your target audience need to satisfy them. So they want to watch through your entire video, and you want your average view duration to be above that 50% mark. Because when you can achieve that, those videos are now gonna start getting pushed and suggested the bigger that they grow. So if a video gets a long average view duration, starts accumulating a lot of watch time, YouTube's gonna say, oh, this is a good video. It keeps people on the platform. So I'm gonna suggest it to more audiences that are similar to this audience. So I wanna move on to this method of step-by-step keyword research. And this is gonna be how you figure out what to shoot once you have your topic in mind. Now, the tool that we're going to use to do keyword research is TubeBuddy. This is a free Chrome extension. However, when you have the paid license, you actually get a few more features, and you'll see the difference as we're going through this. However, you can do all of this research on the free version. I'll put a link down below in the description to where you guys can download that so you can try it out for yourself. So step one is just pick your keyword that you're going to shoot. So for this video, let's just do the research that I did for this video, which is how to get subscribers on YouTube. That is the keyword that I was targeting. So the idea is that I want to find a keyword that's going to get a lot of search volume so that when my video pops up in search, I'm putting myself in front of more people so that I can actually get seen and get more people onto my channel. So as you can see on TubeBuddy, right here at the top is your Explore tab. This is where you type in your keyword. Now underneath that is going to be your overall score. Now when it comes to this score, I would take this with a grain of salt because you want to look at the other metrics. You don't necessarily want to just look at if this says poor or good, because a lot of times I'll target keywords that might say poor, but in reality, they're good for my channel. So with the free license, basically you only have access to this unweighted tab. And so what unweighted means is that it's taking the data from this keyword and just showing you overall search volume, competition, optimization strength, number of videos, and number of monthly searches. Now, when you click over to weighted, what's happening is that it's taking your channel into account. So this is why it's good to upgrade the TubeBuddy license, because there's another metric at the bottom, which is super important to figure out which keywords to target. So at the bottom here, you have this bar graph, and it's showing the views, the average views of each video. And the one next to this is the lowest view count video on this keyword on the first page. This is what TubeBuddy calls your barrier to entry. So if your video cannot get this number, then there's no point of even targeting this keyword. So for how to get subscribers on YouTube, the barrier to entry is 7,000 views. So for a smaller channel that's maybe getting 500 or 1,000 views a video, this is not a good keyword to target, because what's gonna happen is you're not gonna rank. There's no chance of it. You have to get at least 7,000 views to be able to rank on the first page of results. So step 2 in my process is find the barrier to entry, and will your video get enough views in the first 7 days to hit that barrier to entry? Now, why does 7 days matter? Well, what happens is YouTube's gonna be pushing new videos. They want videos that are more relevant. And you see when you go into the search that when you click the filter button in the upper left-hand corner, YouTube is automatically sorting the search results by relevance. And new videos are more relevant than old videos. So if you're targeting a specific keyword, what's gonna happen is you're gonna pop up potentially on that first page when you have a new video. And if you can get your view count up to that barrier to entry, then you're more likely going to stay up there on the first page of search results. That's what you wanna do. And then after the 7 days are up, it kicks those new videos down, and then you go down lower and lower in the search results. So the barrier to entry is super important, and you can go through the top videos in the first page results and look at this and find this yourself. You could also go on TubeBuddy here and look at the results tab, and it shows you all the top videos. Or when you have the upgraded license, it pops right here in this weighted tab. Okay, so step 3 is look at your search volume. So you can see that here at the top. This is your search volume, and then also the number of monthly searches. For this keyword, how to get subscribers on YouTube, the search volume is pretty good. 85,000 people are searching this a month. That's a huge pool of people to go after. Now, this is gonna change based on how big your channel is. My channel has momentum, and so I wanna target these keywords where I can rank that have bigger search results. If you're a smaller channel, what you wanna do is you wanna find keywords where there is gonna be searches, there is volume there. However, it makes sense more for your channel. So say you have 100 subscribers. Well, if the monthly searches are 200 people, that's 200 potential new people for your channel. So I wouldn't look at this number, and if it's super low, I wouldn't disregard it, because when you're a smaller channel, when you're starting out, you're looking for those people that are gonna jump on your channel early on. You don't need to get into these categories that have huge, massive amounts of views, but you wanna find places where you can actually make your impact and actually get onto those search results. So if something has 200, 300, 1,000 views, that's probably a good keyword for you to target, especially when you're starting out and you have a smaller channel. So it's all gonna be relative and based on how many views you get per video, what your subscriber count is, and where your channel sits in terms of growth. So step 3 is make sure that you have the search volume that makes sense for your channel. If you found the keyword, now you wanna look at the competition. So the next item down is competition. And for this, it says poor. Now, poor basically means that there is a ton of people targeting this keyword. So if you're a smaller channel, it's probably a bad idea to go after keywords that have massive amounts of people targeting them. Right here, you could see the number of videos in search results, 20 million. That is a ton of videos that you're competing against. So for a smaller channel, you're gonna have no chance of competing with that many videos. However, with bigger channels, you can go after some of these bigger keywords. But like I said in the last tip, it's all gonna be relative to you. So ideally what you're looking for is a keyword where the competition isn't so high. You want something with less videos in it. However, the search volume is there. So that's why it's important to play between the two of these. You wanna find those keywords where there's people searching for it, but there's not people making videos. That's where you're gonna really find opportunities to grow. So step 5 is optimization strength. You wanna make sure that people aren't optimizing for this keyword. And you see that here in the next line down. So optimization basically means that you're using this keyword in your title, description, and tags. And if this is poor, that means that there's a lot of people that are optimizing for this keyword. So how to get subscribers on YouTube, the optimization strength is good. So what that means is there's not a lot of people targeting this specific keyword and actually optimizing their video for this keyword. And so you'll see my title has this right at the beginning. In my description, it's within the first 200 characters because that is where YouTube is pulling out keywords. And you're also gonna see it down in my tags. And you're also gonna hear me say it right at the beginning of the video. You basically wanna optimize for this keyword because what happens is when you upload a video, initially YouTube uses the keywords to help position it in the ranking system. And then from there, as it gets views, watch time, and all of that, it's gonna start positioning your video a little bit differently depending on who's watching it, and that's where all the algorithm comes in, and that's where suggested comes in. However, you wanna set yourself up for success. So yes, your descriptions matter. You wanna put your keyword within those first 200 characters. And that's why on all my videos, I have a short description. I don't just put like a link to whatever I'm talking about in that first line. I wanna put a description that has keywords. Now, step 6 is create a compelling title. Your keyword is what you want to use for your title, but you want to make it compelling so that someone actually clicks on it. So as you can see, I have the keyword at the beginning of my title, but then I added this second half that makes it a little bit more compelling. So you want to think, put your keyword at the beginning, try to get it as close to the beginning of your title as you can, but then create a compelling title that gets a human to actually click on it. You don't want to just fill everything with keywords. It's not all about keywords. You are talking to someone on the other side of the camera. There's people, so you want to make it compelling for the people that are watching your videos. Step 7 is come up with a compelling thumbnail. So when you click over to results, you can see all the thumbnails that are ranking for this keyword. What you want to do is come up with a thumbnail that's going to be different than these thumbnails and stand out. The thumbnail really comes into that human aspect. You want someone to click on your video. The keyword's gonna position it right in the system, but your compelling title and your compelling thumbnail is what's gonna actually get a human to click on your video. So you wanna make sure that your thumbnail is optimized to be able to stand out in comparison to these other thumbnails. It's not about being the best thumbnail, it's about standing out from the other thumbnails so that people are more likely to click on your video than one of these other videos that they see in the search results. And step 8 is have an optimized video. So you wanna make sure you're doing best practices so that when someone starts watching your video, they don't click off. Because if someone clicks on your video and then clicks off immediately, you're never gonna rank. It goes back to what YouTube wants, which is they want people to stay on the platform. So if your video keeps people on the platform, high watch time, high average view duration, then it's gonna help rank it in the system. So you wanna make sure you're doing best practices to optimize your video so that people actually stay and watch longer. If you want more training when it comes to building a successful channel, I highly suggest checking out the Creator Film School. Now, like I said earlier, make sure you go down in the description and download my free guide on how to grow your channel. This is one of those elements that I talk about in that guide. And so now you'll see it all ties together. All right, guys, that is it. I'll see you on the next one.